Hey, good Thursday morning, my dear friends. Look at that beautiful sunrise here in Southern California. Absolutely beautiful here today, and so much to talk about. Of course, our thoughts and prayers are out to all who are suffering during these wildfires here in Southern California, and our deep and abiding respect and prayers go out to our first responders who put their lives on the line every single day to protect us. We're keeping them in our minds. We've got an event on Saturday that you'll want to attend, the Aloha Spirit Breast Cancer Awareness Day. They're going to be at the Poseidon Brewery in Ventura, California, and that'll be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Remembering Sean Stewart from Cisco Sport Fishing, the Aloha Spirit, Gray Light, super great guy, remembering his mother and bringing awareness to breast cancer so that we can prevent more deaths. Poseidon Brewery in Ventura, California. That'll be this Saturday. Tonight, we'll be over here at Barney's in Seal Beach, California for our live stream watch party of the Notre Dame Penn State game. Come on over and have a cold one. Talking about a Diet Pepsi for those of you who are wondering, or Coke, or whatever it is you like, or whatever you want to imbibe in, and a burger, and hang out with the Friedman Adventures. Guys, it's going to be a lot of fun whether you're a college football fan or not. And, of course, the reason for the morning briefing, we've got great fishing for the Royal Polaris. We've got great fishing down in Baja, wide open yellowtail, a good signal of white sea bass here in Southern California. Just look at that ocean. As I told you a day later, it has really calmed down. All right, I'll shut my trap, get set up, and give you one more look at what is an absolute gift and blessing, that beautiful sunrise. Back in a moment with the morning briefing. Before we get started on today's morning briefing, don't forget, if you're headed to Ensenada, you're going to want to give Zeke Casas a call. Only 15 minutes from downtown, but just check out that spectacular view while in Ensenada, Baja California Norte. And if that garage door is giving you a problem, then you're going to want to call your garage door man. That's Joe Welker. Tax problems? Nobody better than our friend Tim Marquez. Tim's been doing taxes for 35 years. Give the tax man a call today. And for your heating and or air conditioning needs, you're going to want to talk to our dear friend John Lopez at Efficient Heating and Air Conditioning. Hey, good morning, my dear friends, and welcome to beautiful Surfside, California on an absolutely gorgeous morning with that lovely sunrise and that beautiful ocean back there behind me. It is absolutely beautiful, and it belies what's going on here in Southern California. At least 5 people have perished, thousands of people have been evacuated, and lots of structures, automobiles, houses. Wiley's Bait and Tackle, which is a part of the fabric of sport fishing here in Southern California since 1946 in Malibu, California. Wiley's Bait and Tackle is gone. And so many people's dreams also have perished during this tumultuous time, and it's still going on. So our thoughts and prayers go out to everybody. All right, my friends, we've got a lot to talk about. There's some pretty good fishing going on and great signal. With all that squid around, we're already seeing some really good white sea bass fishing and so much more. You know what time it is. It is time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. Good morning. It's great to be with you all. Once again, our thoughts and prayers go out to our first responders. That is first and foremost right now, because it is an awful time here in Southern California. If you don't mind, hit that like button. We deeply appreciate it when you do that. Also share these videos with a friend, and subscribe to the Friedman Adventures YouTube channel. Tick that little bell. You'll be notified when there is new content. Also, you can find us over there on Facebook. Sometimes the upload to YouTube is slow. If you go over to Facebook and or Instagram, you can find the morning briefing there. You can find it on TikTok, and you can also check out all the great stuff we're doing with Apple Podcasts and Spotify. A little bit later, maybe later today, we're going to drop a great video with Bart Hall. The Hall shows are right around the corner. I can't believe it. And we've got 4 great people. Well, 3 anyway. I was part of it. So whether or not you want to call me great or not, but Bart was there. And Sam De La Torre. You're going to love this podcast. It goes into not only what's upcoming on the Bart Hall shows, but so much more, including why going out into the great outdoors is so darn important. I'm telling you, you are going to love it. So really great stuff going on. All right, let's jump into it with you. I'll start talking a little bit about fishing, and we got to start long range with the Royal Polaris because they have got one heck of a bite going on board the Royal Polaris. Tremendous fishing on Wahoo. A $1.27 on the Wahoo yesterday. 100 plus Wahoo and fabulous fishing. It can't get much better. They also had right around 30 yellowfin tuna, as I remember. A tremendous hit on the YFT also. And those fish, 120 to 150 pound fish. That is some pretty darn good shooting, let me tell you right now. So really great long range fishing going on as it just continues to impress down there about 1,000 miles below the border. Remember, many of the San Diego based boats right now are on those 16-day trips. So they chug for about 3 days before they even start fishing. And they have found some absolutely magnificent fishing down there. Royal Polaris all over it. The Independence is at a Point Loma sport fishing. Of course, you know I have a couple of trips with them every single year. This year, a 5-day trip in April, and then we're back with our 8-day trip in November. They are moving up on that area as we speak, so we'll have some updates from them tomorrow for sure. It should be really great stuff. So loving what's going on the long range thing. K&M Sport Fishing in San Quintin, Baja California. Really great fishing for them. Now, they are located 140 miles below the border, and that is where we see some great yellowtail action going on right now. We're talking about yellows that are biting the yo iron. They're biting the surface iron sometimes. You can catch them on bait also, and it has been absolutely spectacular. This water temperature feels like, I can't tell, like 58 maybe, not that cold actually. So really great yellow action going on. In fact, you see that yellow being bounced on board that ponga down there, that little 6-pack down there out of K&M Sport Fishing in San Quintin on the thumbnail. Really great Baja fishing going on, and that certainly bodes well for the spring here in Southern California. I think we are set up for a great spring, a lot because of what we are seeing in terms of all the feed that's in the water, and I'm principally referring to the market squid that has been with us all year long. So that is really great stuff. We are also watching the situation down there in beautiful Ensenada, Baja California. Ensenada has been where we have seen some fantastic fishing for rockfish going on, but don't you dare think that yellowtail is not a possibility in Ensenada. It is, and it would surprise me to see that turn on here really, really soon. I suspect that we're going to see some more yo-yo iron yellowtail down there around Ensenada. Sometimes it's a surface iron bite. They get up under the birds. You run over there and run and gun on them. We haven't seen much of it here recently, but hang on. In the meantime, you'll have to suffer through some great rock fishing in beautiful Ensenada, located about 70 miles down below the border. It's a beautiful drive when you go down there. I think you are going to love that for sure. So really excellent fishing for the rockfish. And remember, rockfish season is closed in Southern California until April now. You got to wait till April. So that is a way that you can get around that. You can either drive down to Baja California, Ensenada, San Quintin in these 2 cases, or you can also jump on a San Diego-based sport boat because of their proximity to Mexican waters. That you can jump on a boat in San Diego and you can head down into Mexican waters and have at it on the rockfish. And several landings are offering those kinds of trips right now out of San Diego. So you keep that in mind. All right, taking a look at what's going on here in Southern California. I got to tell you, we're still getting some signals on white sea bass. There's been some good private booter catches. Guys that tell me I'm not allowed to say anything. There's been some of the guys that run 6-packs already cashing in on some white sea bass. And how about the Balboa Angling Club? You know, they give a flag to you when you catch the first fish of the season, whether it's a marlin or a tuna or a white sea bass. And we've already got our first white sea bass flag of the year, and that is going to go to David Zachary. David, nice going. And how about that fish, man? 47-pound white sea bass, a gorgeous WSB. You took that on 40-pound test. Nice going, David. That is one heck of a nice catch. Wow, I'm enjoying all of those sea bass that we are seeing. I'm not saying that it's wide open, but it's winter time. And while we do catch them every single year in the wintertime, especially some guys that really have it dialed in, I think we're seeing a little bit more of it this year. And once again, we've had so much market squid around that I believe that is starting to pay dividends. So we're going to keep that in mind and keep our eye on it. Don't think that Catalina Island couldn't start kicking out some really good sea bass fishing. In the meantime, they've had steady action for the El Patron out of Long Beach Sport Fishing, who's been fishing over there, loading you up on whitefish with a chance at some calico bass, with a chance at a sea bass or a halibut. Guaranteed you're in the ballpark for that. They've had wide open blue perch fishing. So you're gonna have some beautiful days on the water at Catalina Island on board the El Patron. And in addition to that, all that action that I described, you got a chance at some exotics. www.longbeachsportfishing.org. Man, I'll tell you, they will put you on fish and give you a really great adventure on the water. This is a great time of the year to be looking for gray whales. We've seen fin whales, you know, there's humpback whales. It's a great time of the year just to travel to Catalina Island and keep your eyes open. Really great stuff. Because rockfish season is closed, the guys in the Channel Islands are looking for halibut, and they can catch wide open whitefish up there. They've had some great fishing going on up there for the guys who are getting out. But of course, many people are distracted right now with these wildfires. It's been a very difficult time for so many here in SoCal, so we are keeping them in mind. Now, 1/2 and 3/4 day boats. Whoa! 1/2 and 3/4 day boats in Southern California. Same thing, focused on sculpin, whitefish, and the occasional decent little sand bass, calico bass bite. You know, down there out of San Diego, we see many of the boats, the Dolphin and several other guys, picking at the sand bass. Sometimes they get up there to a couple of fish per rod, even better than that. So not bad at all. But Marina Del Rey, they've been catching good twilight bass fishing. This Friday night, I believe they're going Saturday night, and they normally do pretty darn good on that. So we'll see how that all works out. Again, if you're fishing at night on those twilight trips, they are typically fishing structure, which means you definitely want to have some heavier line with you. You definitely want to do that because those fish will run right back into those treacherous areas, and that's when you want to be able to pull on them and pull hard and fast. When you get bit, you got to start pulling really, really fast and hard on those fish. Keep that in mind, and that will help you a great deal. In the Southern California surf, you can definitely fish this here today. It's beautiful. Of course, we still have just a slight offshore breeze going on here, which will knock this ocean down. Throwing the Lucky Craft lure has produced some decent halibut fishing. At times, we've seen the barred perch biting pretty darn well. I know some guys who are fishing down by the tower here this morning. Perhaps by the time I get up there and start doing the editing that I need to do, perhaps I'll even have a fish or two to show you from Wayne and the guys that are down there fishing here this morning. We'll keep our eyes on that for you very, very closely. And here's a little update for you. Wayne Shimabukuro is fishing Huntington Beach, and he's got over a 6 barred perch this morning. He said the Berkeley Camo Worm 2 was really working well. And once again, bait in the wintertime really works better. It's really the best way to go. Well, I mean, if you're after numerous fish, like you want to catch a lot of barred perch, you can fish those grubs. Don't get me wrong, you can get bit, but fishing bait does produce more fish, it seems like. A lot of guys are stuck on artificials like me, I like throwing a chrome crocodile in the surf, so have at it. And don't forget Big Fish Bait and Tackle down there on the corner of Seal Beach Boulevard and Pacific Coast Highway, really close to Marnie's, where we are all going to be tonight watching the Notre Dame Penn State game. Come on by and say hello from 4 o'clock in the afternoon until 8 o'clock. Whoa, better get the hell out of here. That one scared me when I heard that. I thought I was going out in the drink. Big Fish Bait and Tackle, they've got all the bait you'll need. They've got everything you'll need to be successful in the SoCal surfing. They also give away a free custom surf fishing rod every single month. So make sure you go down there and check that out. It's such a great place. You're going to love it. And the Southern California surf looks good. It's only going to get better here the next couple of days. All right, my friends, I don't know what to tell you. Man, that one made me think I might get washed out to sea. It's a gorgeous morning here this morning. Absolutely beautiful. I can't thank you enough. If you can make time in your schedule, Saturday, Poseidon Brewery. Support Sean Stewart and breast cancer awareness. Highly recommend if you can get away, you do that. Later on, I think today, that Bart Hall Show interview will be coming up, and you are going to love it. A lot of great stuff with Sam De La Torre and Bart, and Dr. Lundquist also joins us on that. And Dr. Lundquist, well, he makes the case that the great outdoors are not only something that's just fun to do, but it's really good for your health. I hit it off with him, and we're going to be working together on future shows for sure. All right, my friends, have a great and beautiful morning. I'll give you one last look at what is a spectacular sunset. We're keeping our first responders and all the people affected by the devastation created by these horrible wildfires here in Southern California. God bless. Have a great and beautiful day. If I don't see you at Marnie's here today, I hope to see you really, really soon somewhere else. Take care, my friends.